Hi, I'm Nikki Taylor and I'm an opposite here at the University of Hawai'i, and you're watching Homegrown.
Yes, I'm homegrown from these islands.
Growing up, my family, we were very just like athletic oriented. We would always go out to the beach, or my brother played basketball, my dad was his coach, so we were kind of just always around sports, and I loved it. But I think, you know, I was really into horseback riding, so I first kind of started with horseback riding, I guess I'd say, and then right from horseback riding went into volleyball.
She was a kid that loved to play in the backyard, make mud pies, play with friends, mostly boys. She was kind of a tomboy, climbed trees, you know, went skiing a lot, had a horse, and she was tough. She, you know, fell off her horse, got kicked in the face by the horse, and she's right back up. She's very tough. She was just a happy, love life type of kid, but it needed to involve some physical. She wasn't sitting in the house watching TV. She was outside playing a lot.
My mom was a gymnast and my dad played basketball at UOP for 4 years. And then my dad came here to do his master's. So he was here at school at UH. He's an alumni, so he came here and got his master's and his doctorate. So that's kind of the thing that really brought them here. The interesting thing is that when they were dating, they used to come and watch games at Clum. And my parents always talk about how surreal it is that, you know, they have memories of them together in Clum gym, sweating, sitting on the floor. And now, full circle, they get to, you know, watch their oldest daughter play for an amazing school. So they always talk about how surreal it is. As I think back on it, I definitely had the most amazing parents because they never forced me, or even my brother, to be an athlete. They never forced us to go to swimming lessons, or, you know, that's kind of the cliche. They never forced us to go to swimming lessons, or never forced us to go to basketball clinics or stuff like that.
There was no pressure to play, no pressure to win, just to have fun. Our thing was more just to have fun. And we tried to do it as a family. We tried to make everything be a family event. We all went to each other's games and things like that.
So as a Taylor, you are part of a really tight-knit family, and growing up as the oldest sibling was awesome. Until I was 9, it was just me and Nikki, but around that time, my parents adopted Kylie from Cambodia, which was just a blessing. Having 2 younger sisters, it was never not exciting. Being able to grow with them too in a relationship has just been fantastic throughout my whole life.
Nikki's really benefited from her older brother Josh, really helping her. He's been very generous in that, and very kind and very gentle in his approach, and she's been just a real open, you know, athlete to listen to him and to take in some of those nuggets that I think have been very, very beneficial from his experience.
I like to say that my brother taught me everything I know, which is true. But he was like that sibling figure that was just kind of always there, kind of like my parents.
When Nikki was younger, she would attend a lot of my games and a lot of my practices, but little did I know I was having any kind of influence on how she wanted to be as a volleyball player, and I didn't know she was trying to emulate kind of what I was doing on the court.
I didn't recognize that she was, you know, watching him during his practice. We all went. Kylie, all of us went, and they played around the gym, but I didn't realize she was paying attention, you know, so they've just been really close. Since the day she was born, he took great care of her, and they've really respected each other, and they really didn't even fight very much at all. And I don't know if it's a boy-girl kind of thing. They were very kind to each other. And even in their volleyball, they're that way still. They'll still talk about it with each other a little bit after a game or something, but it's always really packaged really nicely before they say it.
Yeah, it's not just Nikki either. You benefit from Josh. Nikki will come up to Josh and say, "Hey, Josh, on that play,"
yeah.
on that play. So she's a very good contributor for him as well. I think they've been very, very close throughout, and just, you know, they've got parallel lives, but they got their own individual, separate lives too, and they kind of intersect at times in ways that's really quite endearing. They've got each other's back really nicely, and they got a good sense of humor, and they share a number of things, and it's really fun to watch together. We're very happy for them both to have that relationship along with Kylie.
For Nikki, there wasn't really a main focus prior to volleyball. So once she started getting into volleyball and saw her potential, she really kind of put all her energy into that, and it turned out really well for her.
My decision to come here was really based on what I thought was best for myself and for my volleyball career and my athletic career and academic career. So I talked a lot about it with my family and of course with the coaches. You have to do that when you're being recruited, obviously. So talked with them a lot, and it was kind of just a place that I thought was the best fit for me. That first game, my freshman year, when we played Texas, we sold out the arena. It was my first time playing in front of people, really. And you know, I was just this little freshman. I was this little fresh 18-year-old. I had just turned 18. But I think the first time that I put on that jersey, it was really surreal because I had worked so hard to get to where I was. I'd worked so hard for that starting spot. And for it to actually just really be happening and have the number on my back and that jersey on my shoulders, it was a really great feeling.
It was kind of a neat thing, you know, in the Clum Gym, they're right by you and they look larger than life. But she's my daughter and I don't recognize sometimes how big or tall or strong she is. So it was fun just to sit there as a mom. You just sit back. It was so enjoyable.
She has such a positive mental attitude. You know, mistakes happen, but right away she'll shift and she'll adjust to the next play. And you never see her getting down, or mistakes happen with a teammate. It's always an encouragement. And she's probably the most resilient young lady that we know, let alone an athlete. And so for her to have those qualities and that hard work ethic, she had a great sand season this year. She worked off season. And to come in this year and really experience success is really kind of a culmination and a testament to how she has really been so dedicated.
I think as a player, I've matured in like that mental aspect of my own game, whether it's like siding out from points really quickly or not getting discouraged with myself. And I think as a teammate, I've matured in the sense that like I really try and be there 100% for my teammates, and I think just off the court, just like maturing in being a person and a woman in society and in school, and you know, that type of stuff, those aspects.